Hey, imagine with me that it's a Saturday morning in the 1930s. You're in the shoe department of a bustling downtown department store, the kind with mahogany counters and clerks that know your name. Shopping wasn't just a transaction at these wonderful places, it was a ritual. I'm Philip Mershon. You and I are back inside the mid-century vault, and today we look at an object that has touched pretty much every person at some point in life throughout the Western world, and yet we rarely give it a second thought. It's a masterpiece of industrial design that has remained virtually unchanged for a century. This is the Brannock Device. Before this black and chrome-plated tool existed, buying a pair of shoes was a bit of a gamble. You'd walk into a store, they'd look at your foot, maybe even pull out a wooden ruler contraption, for a scientific approach, and then they'd give it their best guess. And if the shoe pinched, well, you just have to break it in for a couple weeks. Enter Charles Brannock, the son of a shoe store owner in Syracuse, New York. Charlie was obsessed with the idea of a proper, perfect fit. It seemed clear to him that the foot isn't just a length, it's a complex geometric shape. So in 1925, while still only 22 years old, he built the first prototype of his concept out of a child's erector set. After improvements, it was patented in 28 with a final update in 29 and was named the Brannock Device. And why not? By the time the mid-century boom hit, Brannock's invention was the industry standard to measure someone for a pair of shoes. It wasn't just a ruler, it was a piece of high-level engineering that promised the American consumer something they craved: shoes that fit. And just look at the lines on this sexy beast. It's pure industrial functionalism. It's made of solid die-cast aluminum built to last a lifetime, or three. But the genius is in the geometry. Most people think you just slide the bar to your toe and you're done, but the Brannock Device measures three distinct dimensions: heel to toe length, width, and the arch. And that last one, the arch, that one is the secret sauce. Brannock understood that if the ball of your foot doesn't line up with the flex point of the shoe, doesn't matter how much room your toes have, the fit's going to be miserable. His device corrected the mistakes of 1,000 years of shoemaking. It's why even in this day of 3D laser scanning, this 1920s analog tool is still sitting on the floor of your local shoe store. During World War II, it was the Brannock Device that ensured proper fitting uniform shoes for soldiers, sailors, airmen, and WACs. And throughout the mid-century era, the Brannock Device represented the democratization of comfort. It meant that a kid in a small town could get the same precision fit as a businessman on Madison Avenue. It said that here in this modern age, through better design and better tools, we can improve the very foundation of our daily lives. It's one of the few things that we find on the shelves here in the mid-century vault that never had to receive the retro treatment because it's never went away. It's an object that reached perfection on the first try. Since its inception, well over 1 million Brannock devices have been sold, and a lot more could have been sold if they hadn't been made so indestructible. So the next time you're in a store and you feel that cold metal against your heel, take a second to appreciate that guy from Syracuse with the erector set who decided that good enough wasn't good enough. Meanwhile, can you come up with an old school tool or gadget that you still see today that you think will never be replaced by an app? If so, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. I'm Philip Mershon, signing off from the Mid-Century Vault, and until next time, remember, my friends, if your shoes don't fit, you can't dance.